Yes.
Angel asks, why did Jesus command that we watch ourselves?
Why should we watch? Great question, Angel. So Jesus actually many times gives us warnings to watch, to pay heed, to be on the lookout. So let's start with perhaps the most important one he told us to really watch out for. And this is, we can see this in Matthew 24, starting at verse 42. And Jesus says, watch therefore, for you do not know what hour your Lord is coming. But know this, that if the master of the house had known what hour the thief would come, he would have watched and not allowed his house to be broken into. Therefore, you also be ready, for the Son of Man is coming in an hour you do not expect. And then even next chapter, Jesus says again, watch therefore, for you know neither the day nor the hour in which the Son of Man is coming. And he repeats this again in Mark 13. He repeats this again in Luke 12, just again and again and again. Guys, don't be caught off guard, because when I come back, it's going to be a time when you least expect it. So we got to watch out for the coming of the Lord. And he gives us signs in Matthew 24 to watch out for. We could look for these signs. Jesus says, you could look up into the sky, you could see clouds and tell, or, what's going on in the sky, and you could tell what weather's coming. He says, likewise, you could sort of look at these signs and know, the state of the world and when Christ will be coming, or that is coming is sooner. Then Christ tells us to watch out for temptation. So Matthew 26:38, he says, my soul is exceedingly sorrowful, even to death. Stay here and watch with me. Just a couple verses later, he tells his disciples, then he came to the disciples and found them sleeping. And he said to Peter, what? Could you not watch with me 1 hour? Watch and pray, lest you enter into temptation. The spirit is indeed willing, but the flesh is weak. So this word watch is, pay attention, be on guard, don't fall asleep. That's when Satan's going to strike. Luke 21:34, Jesus says, but take heed to yourselves, lest your hearts be weighed down with carousing, drunkenness, and cares of this life, and that day come on you unexpectedly. So watch out for temptation. And related to temptation, Jesus tells us, watch out for false prophets and false doctrines. Matthew 24, back there, right? First words out of Jesus' lips as to what the end times are going to behold. He says, take heed that no man deceive you. The NIV translates that, watch out that no one deceives you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And then if you jump to Matthew 24, verse 11, he says, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. And then Matthew 7:15, Jesus says, beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing. Sheep's clothing. So they look like they're one of the sheep. You're a sheep. I'm a sheep. Everybody in church is a sheep. So they come in looking like they're sheep. And Jesus says, be careful of them. Watch out for them, because inwardly they are ravenous wolves. Matthew 16:6, Jesus says, take heed and beware of the leaven of Pharisees and the Sadducees. How is it you do not understand that I did not speak to you concerning bread? I jumped ahead a couple verses to verse 11. Because the disciples, when Jesus said, watch out for leaven, the disciples were like, is Jesus saying we didn't bring enough bread? Are we out of bread? Just like, guys, I'm speaking metaphorically here. It said, beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and the Sadducees. Then the disciples understood that Jesus did not tell them beware of leaven of bread, but of the doctrine of the Pharisees and Sadducees. So very important to go when you study the Bible. What was the doctrine of the Pharisees and the Sadducees? What did they believe? How were they acting? What were their values? What does Jesus call them out on? Those are things to watch out for. And you see this similarly in Luke. Luke said, Luke 12:1, beware of the leaven of Pharisees, which is hypocrisy. Luke 20:46-47, beware of the scribes who desire to go around in long robes, love greeting in the marketplaces, the best seats in the synagogues, the best places at feasts. Does this sound like these are people humbling themselves? Are these people who are going to be great in heaven? I mean, talking about that topic, right? Jesus says, watch out for people like that. People want to glorify themselves in church. He says, because, they devour widows' houses and for pretense make long prayers. They will receive greater condemnation. Wow. So watch out for them. And then he says, take heed, beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and the leaven of Herod. That'll be interesting one to explore. What is the leaven of Herod?
Mhm.
So those are the main three things Jesus tells us watch out for. So again, that was watch out for the second coming of Jesus. Don't let that sneak up on you. Watch out for temptation. If you let your guard down, it will sneak up on you. And then watch out for the false prophets and false doctrines, because they are everywhere. And that can lead you to temptation. That could cause you to miss the second coming. And that could cost you perhaps even your soul.